So I was like, I don't want to do haul videos. I feel like I'm just showing off random stuff, right? And then everybody was like, hey, why don't you do any haul videos anymore? So fine. I recently went and picked up a big Craigslist lot from a family that was just getting out of Nerf. Kids eventually feel like they grow out of the hobby, which is, kind of a thing that I think we need to talk about, because there's this sort of space in the middle where you give up on it as a kid. Lego has this too. They call it the Dark Ages. You give up on it as a kid, and then later on you find out that there's cool modding stuff I can do, and there's adults playing this sport, and you get back into the hobby. Or in the case of Lego, there's adults building huge, grandiose things, and you get excited about it again. And so I guess this kid was entering their Dark Ages and sold off their collection. Dark Ages is a topic I want to do a video on later, so if you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button, like the video, all the YouTube-y things. Super helps me continue to tell these stories. But for the moment, I'll just show stuff off, I guess. So I picked up a big lot of stuff. This is the first time I've had the Busby Andreas rifle, and this is, of course, an analog of a wide variety of these bolt-action rifles that Busby makes. It does have, I think this 8-round mag is the one that originally came with this. There we go. Yeah, these things are pretty cheaply made and a very weird tie-in to have a kid's toy associated with The Walking Dead of all shows. Oh, this is interesting. I had never noticed that the Andreas rifle has this, like, scar, not in the alignment tool used by hobbyist nerfers sense, but an actual, like, ridge on here that looks like the rifle muzzle has been scratched, and there's like other marks on it, and I guess that's unique to this blaster to show that it's like worn. That's actually an interesting detail that I had never noticed before until I actually held this in my hand. So anyway, it's in pretty good shape. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Something. Continuing in the realm of kind of weird stuff, here is this X-Shot thing. These are break action. Yeah. So, one dart. Prime and fire. That's pretty much all these do. My kids love these things for playing in the house because they're just very simple. They look very sci-fi-ish, and you can run around the house. They don't even put darts in them half the time that they're playing with them, but I've seen people do interesting things modding these, but of course it has a super long barrel from the actual point of fire, so I don't know what that's gonna be able to do. Here is a Doomlands Long Arm. I haven't had this before. Neat because it does have a cylinder that pops out the side for loading, and otherwise it's just a top prime, basically a what are those things called? There's an elite version of this, and I'm just blanking on the name. I've got it in a bin up here somewhere, but yeah, no real attachments other than a rail available. This one's a little bit dirty, but seems to work fine. But I've got most of the Doomlands blasters now at this point. This is one of the last ones that I hadn't seen yet. Here's another one of these. I think these came in a 2-pack originally. Oh, here's the scope for Andrea's rifle, and that's great because my kids love playing with the Busby sniper rifles, and those scopes are valuable as a result. Here is yet another color of the Adventure Force Reflex 6. What do they call the Adventure Force version of it? The Destroyer? Destroyer, I think. So I have the red one, I have the blue one, and I have the white one, and now I have the green one. And like some of my other ones, this has been drawn on with a Sharpie. But, you know, Kind of cool to have all the different shell colors. Maybe I'll mix them up. Here's one of the scopes for one of these. The X-Shot blasters don't really have... These scopes sort of fit on here and they don't really fit on anything else. Now this household was a big Fortnite household. Here is... Which one is this? I think this is the main sniper rifle. But, you know, bolt action. Comes with its original magazine, which is always nice. A nice big, you know, cosmetic scope. One of the... Oh no, that's part of... Yeah, looks like it's all in good shape. This would be fun to upgrade for no particular reason. I'm not sure what people have or haven't done in regards to modding these, but it seems like a fun one to do. My kids finally have been allowed to actually get into Fortnite, so some of these blasters may be popular around the house pretty soon. Similarly, here is the Fortnite Arl, I believe. This is my second one of these, and I haven't done anything with the first one, but I do love these ridiculous magazines. And one of the interesting things about these magazines, if you don't have a blaster stand for your magazine, these ones if you don't have a blaster stand for your magazine fed blasters, these have such a big foot on them that you can actually use them as a magazine stand if you have a flat enough surface. They'll hold all kinds of different things. I was using one to hold... Well, if the muzzle was on here, if the barrel attachment was on here, this long strike would probably stand up, but you get the idea. A number of blasters, this can be used with this magazine to stand up. Pop that back in there. Course, there are various darts. Random darts. And some like Fortnite trading cards, I guess. I doubt that these, I don't think these came with any of the blasters, as far as I know. I think they just got thrown in here because they're Fortnite related. But I got two of these, and I don't even remember the model name of these, but I do love that I have two matching... Oop. One of them's got batteries. I do love that I've got two of them now that are matching, and this would actually be a really fun loadout to put together for one of my kids. Do some like light upgrades to them. And just get them going because they're small enough. They're a little hefty maybe to one hand for them, but I think they would really enjoy that. They've got the original magazines. I do see this was kind of early in the Fortnite blaster days, and they really put some effort into the detailing on these. I love these magazines with the detail of the like rag tied around the bottom of it. It's just so good, and they don't really put that effort in on the Fortnite blasters anymore, unfortunately. And finally, if you recognize this magazine, you know that what's coming up next is a Scravenger. Now, unfortunately, this Scravenger is missing the Jolt reskin that used to come on the stock. But of course, this is known for its sort of upside-down stock situation. But it does come with the extra magazine, which is awesome. And for some reason, I thought that this blaster had a way to store the extra magazine, but I guess not. Oh, that's right. It has the... I was like, what does this switch do? I haven't... This is the first Scravenger that I've had. And so it has, of course, a switch to turn on and off the slam fire. That's really fun. It's got the barrel attached. I wish it had the jolt, but you know, whatever. I would probably wind up using a different stock with this anyway. Maybe like maybe a stock that stores magazines or something. Again, early Zombie Strike, the detailing on these is so much fun. I love how much effort they put into... I mean, the magazines would look amazing if they had painted them, but, you know, it's got like a metal strap, a faux metal strap going around the magazine as if it's holding it together. They just put so much thought into these. And I do love this barrel. It's probably one of the cooler barrels, but also one of the more functional ones because the opening is so wide that it's not really going to add any drag, or at least not significant drag to your darts. So I think that's really, really, really great. So all told, this lot was a steal. I'm going to put it to good use. A lot of this will get used for modding. That's typically the reason I pick up lots like this, is just to have fodder to do mods on, and to not be scared that I'm going to break stuff, especially if it's a mod that hasn't been done before. And once things are modded, you know, make videos about it, and then eventually probably either resell or even give them to kids who come here for games. That's what I'd really like to be able to do, is just to have cool things available for once I start hosting games here. I just would like to have cool things available for kids to try out and potentially take home. So let me know if you enjoyed this overview of whatever this stuff is that I got, this very Fortnite focused family that passed on their goods to me. If you enjoy these loadout videos, please let me know, because then I know that I should in fact be doing more of them. It's actually a lot harder to find lots like this where I live now versus where I used to live, but if it's worth it, I will put effort into it and be sure to share them all the time. So thanks so much. Do hit the subscribe button and like the video and leave a comment, and I will see you on the field.